Home. Not really sure what the word means anymore. But this Florida cracker town helped make me what I am today. So far, it doesn't look like much has changed since the last time I stopped by this moldy flea speck in the swamps between Jacksonville and St. Augustine. Doubt you've heard of it. Until tonight, at least. Thanks to Tag Kern. Welcome to Wonderland, I guess. Spent a lot of my youth here in the Digital Smoke Arcade when I wasn't dropping water balloons from that tower. The corpse might still be warm, but something tells me those vultures from the Church of Us aren't far away. Just can't imagine what Kern saw in that wacko cult, but I gotta admire how he single-handedly and publicly disproved their claim on immortality.
Glad you could make it, KC.
I wouldn't pass up a chance for a getaway from the Orlando rat race. I need to decompress.
No way, really? I thought you were happy to go to Orlando and leave the Hollywood scene.
Let's cut to the chase so I can start the meter. Why does Red Eclipse want Kern's death looked at?
Look, the studio can't wait for the official police findings.
Why is that exactly?
A lot of money is at stake. Insurance claims need to be made ASAP. Frankly, we don't have faith in these Barney Fife types.
Bean counters. World comes to a standstill if their ledgers don't tally. Okay, I'll do what I do. Send you regular reports.
You and Donovan go back a ways, I hear.
You could say that. Our paths crossed once or twice.
Are you brawn or brains for hire?
At my age, all I got is what's in my skull.
I don't know about that. I think you're selling yourself short.
Listen, the studio's got me looking into Kern's death. You mind answering some questions?
Sure, you're probably no worse than these other vultures. Can you listen to what I'll say?
Eyes and ears open. I try to keep axe grinding out of this.
Good. I feel like no one really wants to know how I feel. Just what I can give them about Tag.
Why do you think Kern hanged himself?
I know he was happy. I have no idea. I can't believe he would do this.
Someone offed him?
Anything would be more believable.
Remy, bet you didn't know Genghis Khan kept a burger patty under his saddle all day.
That's an amazing fact, Remy. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Remy don't mind. Remy knows sometimes people not want to talk to Remy. Remy not sure why.
What can you tell me about Kern's stay here? You see or hear anything unusual?
Remy tell Kern Meacham sucked. Remy helped him get 0 cabbages on stinkycabbage.com.
I'm not sure that would cause him to kill himself. Anything else you can think of?
Remy wonder why you working for Miller.
Sorry, client confidentiality. I think it's time to make a report. Get paid. Let's do this.
Hey, wait. I know you.
Can't place the face. Sorry, sweetheart.
Janelle Teague. Does that name sound familiar?
Not one of my ex-wives, thank God. So, you're not here to serve a subpoena?
That's my mom, asshole.
You still know how to make a good first impression.
Should have opened with one of your patented limericks.
I've got an ebook full of them now. One of my favorites is, there was a young hooker from Vegas who liked to rip clothes off in stages. She would...
Save it, Don. Monroe and I are on the clock.
Keep up the good work. And quit ginning up your dog's expenses.
Hire me, you hire the dog. Cope.
Kid, you won't believe how glad I am to see you.
You taking care of yourself, JD?
I get by more or less. Town council's about to cheat me out of my home, though.
I'm here on a job investigating the death of Tag Kern. It's kind of a big deal to the movie studio.
Who gives a damn about another dead actor? They're destroying Cypress Swamp.
I need the income.
You didn't used to be all about the money.
I'll touch base with you later.
Haven't seen you in these parts for a long, long time. You see the post about me on FanRage?
Wish I could say I missed this place.
You back for good?
See or hear anything suspicious with Kern's people or your pals in the RV?
Heard Kern arguing with his girlfriend. And that Cordray asshole kept trying to bully me away from here.
How'd you keep Cordray from kicking you out?
That RV's blocking a handicapped parking space. I threatened to call the highway patrol. Local cops are totally in his pocket.
The church sank its fangs that deep in Cypress' knee? That's bad news.
Well, I heard you were coming to visit, but I scarcely believed you'd have the temerity to show your face.
I'm shocked you know the word temerity, Cordray.
I'm certain it would astonish you to learn how much I know that you do not, Mr. Gaddis.
That's not something to brag about.
Nor should one brag about this, I suppose. You're wrong, by the way. You never mattered.
How'd you come by that?
Who told you about the girl in Boyd Conover 20 years ago?
I take that one to my grave, Gordo. Sorry.
You've been busy, Mr. Gaddis.
Just trying to survive.
And people around you keep dying.
Just because I'm in the area doesn't make me the killer.
Doesn't rule you out as a suspect either.
Charge me with a crime or let me go. I've got rights.
You've nursed a grudge against the Church of Us for a long time, haven't you?
I guess it's a hobby.
All this over a movie mogul and an actress 20 years ago.
No, they hit closer to home when I was a kid. Bankrupted my dad, bled him dry after they told him he was a quantum.
What's your plan after payback? After everything you've done? Are you satisfied?
Oh man, I'm just getting started.
After Hungry Chiefs, I made my way to the Mohawk Inn for a look at Kern's room. After talking to his friends, something just didn't sit right about the official story. Wow, Mom, I was just thinking about you.
It'd take more than a mouth-breathing redneck's offhand comment to push Tag Kern to suicide, Romana.
That's why I'm still digging into the story, Mom.
You never call.
Only so many hours in a day.
Come home soon.
Soon as I can.
$50 a night, no pets, especially ferrets.
What's your beef against sleek rodents?
They're stinky, psychotic little fur monkeys, and they hide inside socks.
You know, the stink could just come with the socks.
What do you want?
I'm a blogger with Fan Rage. Maybe you've read my stuff? Phaedra? Anyway, hoping to look inside Tag Kern's room.
Yeah? Well, it's sealed off. You got as much chance as I do of visiting Taylor Swift's dressing room tonight.
It's for a good cause.
Doubt it'll help me to help you. Want in that room? Talk to Ozzy Clendening. He's standing guard outside.
Did I mention I'm with Fan Rage, Mr. Silloway?
I know who you are. My daughter reads your blarg thingy. Ain't like you cure cancer.
Fine. Notice anything during Kern's stay here?
Well, I saw Kern and his little girlfriend arguing. I gather things weren't all pop and sizzle in the sack.
You're sure?
She called him a flaccid, passionless mattress lump. Could be I'm misinterpreting, but I'm mostly sure.
Thanks for your time.
Before you go, little girl, something else I should tell you.
What's that?
Everybody's all wrong about Kern. Didn't hang himself. He had help.
How do you know?
I was outside having a smoke when it happened. Saw two people up there. Looked like they were struggling.
Violently?
They weren't hugging.
Did you keep it to yourself or alert the police?
Chief Pendleton got the security camera footage from my computer after I told him.
Show me.
Wish I could. He took the hard drive.
Murder makes more sense than suicide.
Just need to figure out who did it and why.
Maybe a disgruntled fan?
That makes sense if we're in a made-for-TV movie plot.
Sorry, miss. No one goes inside without proper authorization.
Don't you recognize me? I'm Phaedra from Fan Rage.
Oh, sure. You're the one accusing cops like me of covering up security footage.
My readers deserve to know what really happened up there.
I'm not at liberty to discuss details of an active criminal investigation.
Fine. Can I get a look inside Kern's motel room?
Not without proper authorization.
How do I get authorized?
Your media. I doubt you can get authorized. Proper law enforcement can contact the Cypress Knee Police Department and request a QR code for credentials.
That sounds like a major pain in the ass.
Like I said, Miss Teague, no authorization. No access.
Here is my stinking badge.
Wait, what? Seriously? Just like that?
Totally legit.
Well, whack me in the head with a gavel and call me a swamp ape. Okay, I guess.
Interesting.
How'd it feel, running into Casey Gaddis at Chief Roadside?
Just peachy. We're now pals on Instagram.
You believe Tina Gray was innocent.
Kern's post in the tablet didn't help her situation, but it wasn't enough to condemn her in the blog.
You didn't like Gordon Cordray much, did you?
Live and let live. I didn't care about him one way or another.
That's not what we heard.
I can't help what other people say.
We heard he talked down to you. Maybe hurt your feelings?
Why would I give him that kind of power?
What happened after you met Cordray the first time?
Wandered over to Hungry Chiefs for a word with the movie studio folks about Kern.
Well, Mr. Cordray, just wanted to offer my condolences.
Thanks, Chief Pendleton. Tag Kern meant a lot to the church and to me personally. It's a terrible loss.
We're going to bring whoever killed him to justice. Count on that.
Got any prime suspects?
Sorry, Jack. Can't comment on an active investigation. You know the drill.
Don't you ever get sick of it. Just once, don't you want to tell me everything you know? Think about how liberating that'd be.
I'd be liberated right out of a job. So I hear your boy's signing up for Little League.
The ex-wife wants him to play more than video games.
We'll see how he does. I'll be his coach if he makes the cut.
Well, considering all the trophies you won in high school, that should be great for the team.
Thanks, Jack. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should catch up with Ozzy and compare notes before we take our next step.
I hope you understand the importance of confidentiality when it comes to our members.
Depends. Maybe you learned something that might answer important questions.
Such enlightenment won't be coming your way, I'm afraid. Best thing for you, really. Flunking that test. Wouldn't want to give you false hope.
Fair point. I hated exams in school, too.
Why are you bothering me?
Tina Gray's not a member of your freak show, is she?
Our membership roster is confidential.
I doubt it surprised you much that Cordray wouldn't talk about details of his work with Tag. Weists are weird, yeah, but they take confidentiality seriously.
Not surprised. They're a creepy bunch.
I wasn't privy to their chats, but Tag really wanted Hard Time to work out. After flopping with Dystopic 12 and Meacham, he felt the pressure.
Maybe Tag was right. I just didn't want to let go.
Why the struggle?
I thought he'd finally put me ahead of his devotion to the Church of Us.
Aren't all actors narcissistic? How do you get past his ultimate devotion to himself?
A girl can dream, Mr. Bellet.
Remy, bet you didn't know Ted Bundy helped cops catch the Green River Killer.
Just goes to show even a monster can do good in this world.
You want anything else? Scout burger? Fries? Warm mayonnaise pie?
Is that actually a thing?
Remy trying new menu experiments. Next time, shrimp in a used diaper.
People bugging you with lots of questions about Tag Kern?
Remy guess that goes with the territory. You got some?
How do you feel about Kern's death?
Remy liked Kern's early movie. Remy not a fan of Meacham, of course. Still, Remy didn't want him dead.
Well, son of a bitch. It's just one happy reunion after another in Chief Roadside's Wonderland.
Kept it to yourself all these years. I'm impressed and grateful.
Last thing I need is an accessory charge, Jack.
Not that you could prove anything, KC, even if you wanted to.
Never crossed my mind.
Yeah?
Let's not write too much about the Church of Us, okay?
I hear you, boss. It happened, not so far from here, about 30 years ago. Tim Glynn, that was his name. He had it coming. All bullies have it coming. We were at Deep Spring. He was holding her head underwater. She could have drowned. I talked Tim into racing me down into Catfish Cavern. Put him in a chokehold until he passed out. Left him in a chamber off the side of the cavern. Just a tragic accident. I wish I hadn't done it. I had no right. So here I am, back at the Mohawk Inn. Why rush back to the office to put the paper to bed? The more I chase the story Ross wants, the crankier I get. I know I'm paid to do the work he wants. I get that. But I'm a journalist. No matter how far I've fallen from my golden boy days, I don't want to run from real news. Maybe he'll fire me. Maybe that's okay. Maybe I'll get motivated to do something new. Maybe I wasn't meant to always be a journalist. Better dig a little more while I'm still employed. Let's see what Rutledge Silloway can offer in the way of news.
Evening, Jack. Ross got you working the Tag Kern story like everybody else?
Kern's the corpse of the hour.
Must suck for you, hunting sloppy seconds behind that blogger girl.
Like it must suck to be an ancient tourist trap off a busy highway.
Sad but true. More folks drive by here in a day than used to go by in a year. We're lucky if a dozen stop by to refuel or grab a snack.
Time passes us all by, and we're left munching dust and love bugs in its wake.
Sad to see you settling for some out-of-towners' scraps.
I'm more interested in what's going on with Golden Cypress.
How's that news? Everyone knows the development's coming.
Sure, but it's good news that bears repeating.
If you say so. Depends on how you spin it. How's Ross feel about it?
My readers deserve the truth.
Maybe you should take the hint.
Hi, Ross. You get my story?
I told you to stay off Golden Cypress. No one cares. If no one cares, no one reads the notice. If no one reads the notice, you have no job. Am I clear?
But...
No buts, Jack, except yours, kicked to the curb. I'm serious.
Got it. Jesus, what a dick. Can it be more obvious that he's in Buckingham's pocket? If anyone's got it worse than me in this world, it's gotta be Jim Larman. Got busted for statutory rape and drug charges after a cocaine-fueled night with a teenage girl.
I learned the hard way not to piss off the wrong woman. At least I lived to tell the tale.
Always good if you're still kicking to count the scars.
Tamara's still working you over with her claws, Jack?
Still. Doubt it's ever gonna end.
Not as long as you've got a kid together.
She just wants what's best for Reggie.
Yeah? What if she decides taking full custody is best for him?
I'd fight her to the bitter end. Looks like somebody finally escaped from the bathroom. Eula Dean, town planner for Cypress Knee, Gary Buckingham's co-conspirator. Be nice to get her side of the scandal.
I understand your concerns, Jack, but can't you see how good Golden Cypress would be for our town?
Don't come looking for me to shake pom-poms at this little bonfire of yours.
It's important that you're on board for this, Jack. Don't lose sight of what matters most. You want the best for Reggie, right?
It's about ethics, Eula. I hate compromising what I stand for.
Deal with reality. If Golden Cypress dies on the vine, your newspaper survives another year, maybe 2. The project goes forward, you're looking at a real boost in circulation.
That's a hard truth, and maybe you're right. But I'm not wired to lie to my readers.
I hope we can count on your support going forward.
I'll support any plans you have for going straight to burning hell.
Jack Bellet, we must talk.
I can't wait to hear this guy raving about the evils of cheap roadsides again.
It's going to end in a cataclysm, Jack.
Everybody deals with their own personal apocalypse sometimes.
The spirits grow angrier. They will lay waste to the abominations that fester here.
If I were them, I'd be pissed too.
Flee, Jack Bellet. Take your family and escape this place while it remains within your power to do so.
Let's not go overboard with the melodrama.
When the time comes for regrets, remember, you were warned.
And if nothing bad happens, you'll wash my car for a month.
Oh, wow. You're the newspaper reporter, huh?
Let me guess. Fan rage blogger?
Must suck to be you.
I knew it was wrong at the time backing Jack's play. I should have known better. Should have stepped up, told people what I saw. Past is past. Gotta wrap up this investigation, take the studio's money, and think about what's next. I'm still worried Miller's playing me.
I'm pretty sure Rut doesn't allow pets in his motel.
I'm just working the Kern case for Red Eclipse Studios. Fairly sure they'd find bedbugs picking at my bones by morning if I stayed here.
You're Casey Gaddis, right?
Sure feels like it most days.
I knew your daddy back in the day. Your mama, too.
Didn't you sell them the piece of shit used Buick?
I'll have you know that was a quality automobile with a top-of-the-line cataclysmic converter.
I think you mean catalytic converter.
Ain't got nothing to do with someone freezing up in shock.
So Jefferson Dean Gallant tells me y'all want to knock down his house and tear up the swamp for a natural gas pipeline.
Our ex-mayor's a real drummer queen sometimes.
Don't you mean drama queen?
Ain't got nothing to do with seasickness.
Is Gallant telling the truth?
He's blowing it way out of context. I mean, yeah, his shack may suffer some structural indignity issues, but he can build another shack.
I suspect you meant structural integrity issues.
Ain't got nothing to do with insurance policies.
$50 a night, no pets. And that means no dogs. No ferrets either.
I'm not looking for a room, Mr. Silloway.
Have we met?
Sort of. You set a cross on fire in my family's front yard back in the day.
I'm an upstanding member of the Cypress Knee Chamber of Commerce. Never been in the clan.
It was a windy night. You didn't wear a chin strap. The hood flew off.
Wasn't me, friend. Could have been my twin brother Doyle. He ran with that crowd before they made him mayor.
This big development across the road could boost Chief Roadsides.
Maybe. Might be the last nail in our coffin, too. Of course, they might buy me out. That'd be fine.
Hi, Mom.
Chief Calloway Gaddis. You're home for the first time in, what, 5 years? And I found out from Chief Pendleton's wife.
I meant to call. I got distracted. Sorry.
Your work's important. I'm just an old retired mama in an empty nest. Don't you worry about me.
I'm in town working the Tag Kern case.
So sad. A life cut short like that. Reminds me of your father. That damn church did him into.
I'm no fan of the Church of Us, but it might have been the spurned girlfriend who got him killed.
I'm off to the festival. Come find me when you get a break.
I won't leave town without seeing you.
Better not. You'll make your mama cry.
Don't worry.
Casey Gaddis, it's been way too long, man. Good to see you again.
You too, Ozzy. I miss our old tabletop gaming days.
You still play much Maps and Mischief?
Not since I was a kid.
If you want to move back, now's the time. Golden Cypress awaits.
Yeah, that project keeps coming up. Something special?
Everyone thinks it's going to turn Cypress Knee back into a boomtown.
Hope that works out.
Boss tells us you left this town a long time ago. Boss thinks maybe you should have stayed left.
Yeah, well, Gordo might call the shots inside that ugly bus of yours, but he's got no authority out here.
Accidents can happen anywhere.
I'm not a big fan of bullies.
You've been warned, Gaddis.
Thanks for the pep talk, Tweedledee. I should probably make another report now. Better check those receipts.